Legends in Training is a live play D&D podcast for adults. You can find content warnings and more in the episode description. Everyone talk at the same time.
One talk, one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. 2 down, minus signs, right to explain due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it drive by as the pendulum swings. Trying to hold on to the end of the day. The clock ticks like the way. It's so unreal. You didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know. Wasted it all.
Just to watch you
go. Inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me would eventually be a memory of the time I tried so hard
and got so hard. It's hard.
Last time on Legends in Training.
That's a whopping 3d8 I'm about to smack you with.
He could kill me with this.
That's 15.
All right.
Plus 5 is 20.
I'm in death saves.
All right. Having almost let go and gone to the nothingness, you feel yourself get pulled back from the brink. And you're still unconscious, but you're alive.
I almost went to the unicorns.
He lays waste upon the troops. Puts them down to 2 remaining troops. Reese and 1 other individual.
Is that Silly Man or is Silly Man dead now?
Silly Man died from the rock.
I'm gonna miss Silly Man. I just want 1 NPC.
Where did you find this spider?
I don't know. She was just kind of given to me.
Well, that's the symbol of Loth, otherwise known as the Spider Queen. It seems that she may have taken a liking to you.
If we had just gotten rid of them, over 10 people would still be alive.
Sandira, you hear the whinny of a horse, and you see a unicorn. I can feel a wellspring of power beginning to form within you. I have other engagements I'm currently searching for. I'm still trying to find the cause of this giant overthrowing of balance. We have to return. I'm sorry.
Save your energy. I turn to my party and I say, well, I know why we're sending these supplies to the Isle of Beginnings. The giants are attacking them. And part of me really wants to go and see how I can help.
You guys all sneak onto the ship pretty efficiently.
Let's try to find a crates big enough for people.
You find crates big enough for people.
Wow. Do we have to empty anything out of this, or can we just...
As if gift from God. Crates completely empty.
Whoa.
Storage crates that have just not been used. There's one big one that all of you could fit in. So, you guys all decided it's time to help your boy Sandira out, and you all jumped onto the airship and flew for a couple of days. I believe it was 3 to be exact. During that time, you guys were kind of cramped and hiding in the storage in the bottom of the ship, not underneath the ship. That'd be pretty wild, huh? And you are now landing on the Isle of Beginnings. Illegally. Make that very clear to all 4 of my friends here. Illegally.
With all of our reproduction bits still
with
in
all
place.
your goodies still there. If you have goodies. I don't necessarily know how everybody's downstairs mix-up works yet.
Oh, Sandira fucks.
I know Sandira fucks. And Castiel had one awkward one-night stand or something. You guys feel the ship touchdown. With airships, they don't really slam into the ground or anything, but it's like when you ride an elevator down and it hits the ground floor and you feel that whoop of gravity going on. That's what you feel.
I know we had all found crates and blankets to stash away in and whatnot, and I think you said you were about to go invisible to hop off.
Weren't we all in the same crate, all 3 of us?
You guys?
Yeah, if we found one big enough.
And you landed. And for a moment, it's pretty quiet. And then after a very short amount of time, you guys feel the ship jar and shake as if being slammed by something massive on one side. And you hear the cracking and crunching of wood. And I need you all to roll dex checks real quick.
Give him my new dice. A little rolly roll.
A little roly-poly.
That's a 2.
That's an 18 plus 2, my dog.
Nice.
It's a 13.
13, all right.
Just a straight dex check.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a 14.
Okay. Cool. 3 of you, Echo, Castiel, and Aranea, all kind of go tumbling in the container. No damage really, but you start to lose your footings. You all go prone, kind of getting shaken around. Sandira, you're able to keep your footing when it happens. You somehow stay balanced enough to stay on your feet, probably from your time riding the Wind Rider. You just have a good core, good sense of balance. And then all of a sudden the boat kind of rocks back into place.
And I immediately go up and try to quietly start helping them up. So we all
We need to go. We should go.
we're all here very illegally. Let's just kind of be smart about how we handle this, because a confrontation is coming, but sounds like there's something bigger at play here.
Your suggestion.
Yeah, this is your house.
Okay, let's go see what's hitting the side of this airship.
Okay.
Really hope Mr. Johnson doesn't get in trouble for this.
So you're gonna go leave the underneath the cargo bay?
I want to go get a good look at what's happening, because as far as I know, airships shouldn't land that roughly. I would like to stealth over there.
Okay.
I would actually like to use one of my new abilities. As a Soul Knife rogue, I want to use Psychic Whispers
Okay.
and create a telecommunicative path between myself and Sandira and myself and Echo.
Okay.
Not you.
You do not want to create a telepathic communication with
Do you just
Aranea.
want Echo to go up there? Echo's invisible.
And that'll last for about 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I just realized I can't see Echo.
You can hear Echo.
Yeah, because we just did the mind
Well,
thing.
so y'all can only talk to me and I can only talk to y'all. So
Okay,
y'all
so it's
have
not
to
like
use
a
me as
three-way
a
call. Right.
like a bounce board. But if you want to, for narrative sake, we can just say I keep relaying messages back and forth.
No, that's
You gotta say
stupid.
it.
You
gotta
want me to say it?
Yeah,
Okay.
every
Game
time.
telephone.
Cass.
I go. You just hear in your heads, hey guys.
Oh, I don't like that.
I just something I've been kind of meditating on the last few days. I think this is
Cool.
reply if this is working.
It's working.
That's great.
I'm gonna go.
I've had weirder.
This is Castiel, by the
Yeah,
way.
I got that.
Thanks, Cass.
Fantastic.
I've had weirder things in me. I don't have time to.
Efficiency.
And
Me,
you only have to
upstairs.
think your thoughts. You don't have to say them out loud.
I tell Echo go check out what's going on. They're still invisible. That would be really helpful
Yeah,
right
Echo.
now.
Yeah, we're gonna. So it looks like we're gonna stay hidden. If you're invisible, go take
Yeah,
a
got
look.
it. Cool. Fantastic.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Echo's
and then I go.
heading
Echo's
out of
gonna
the
go check
cargo
it
bay.
out.
You go.
Thanks,
towards-
Cass.
You go towards the cargo bay door. It's a door that's connected through a stairway. It's like one of those, a hatch that you kind of lift up to get out. As you go to the hatch to try and lift it up, you realize it is very difficult to lift. You also see the metal on the hatches, like hinges and stuff. You see that it is starting to kind of glow hot.
Fantastic.
Oh, by the way, I can only keep this up for a couple hours.
It's glowing hot.
It's glowing hot. Like it's not like liquid metal hot
But
yet,
it's getting hot.
but it is. You can see the low red glow beginning to form.
I'm over here chatting with Sandira a little bit. I was like, I know this is a little weird. It's kind of new.
Well, we fought a giant like 2 days ago. I think I'm adjusting.
I always had this little bit of a thing where my sister and I could we were twins, so we could kind of pick up on each other's thoughts and whatnot.
Yeah, they call it twin yoga or something, right?
Can I
Something like-
just
I don't
once
know.
cast guidance and then make a strength check? Just
Sure.
kinda, shoulder check up this
Of
hinge real
course,
quick.
of course you can.
That is a 19.
Go ahead and roll that beautiful beam footage.
I do.
Zack.
That is a 22. That is a 24 altogether in that strength check. Just shoulder check this.
Hey guys, sorry, the mic was backwards. It'll get better now. So you make your strength check. How much was it?
24.
It's a 34?
24.
God, I was about to shit my pants. Okay, yeah. You are definitely able to muscle this door open. How can you describe to me kind of how you get it open?
We are in trouble. This is not a good idea. And someone takes forever to deliver messages.
He's nervous.
So it's like a gloved hand braced up against, and then that shoulder up, kind of ducking the head in, and just using all of that to sort of wedge it up.
Right. As you slam your shoulder and you feel kind of this weight on top of it, and you manage to start pushing, and almost a supernatural event for Echo as they kind of push the door open and the hatch comes open, and you can hear pieces of wood and debris kind of falling off of the hatch as you flip it open. And you take a look outside and you see the airship is almost entirely ablaze on top. There are 2 massive boulders, flaming boulders that are on the ship right now. And you see a very small camp with a small pile of dead individuals. And you also see just past the barricade that this camp has made as a makeshift kind of defense line, a line of 5 giants.
Cool. We're speaking through the telekinesis link. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. Giants, everything's on fire. It's time to go.
I'll say out loudly, okay, guys, we got to abandon this plan. Ship's on fire. We got to go.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
So all we know is about the fire. Let's go.
I said...
Let's go. It's on fire. We gotta get out of here.
Fire. All right. We don't want to get caught on fire. Let's go.
Cool. You guys come out.
Yeah.
You can see that there now that you're all out there. You can see Captain Johnson is losing his mind on his deck. He's like, come on, we gotta go. And he's looking, and you realize he's not talking to you. He's talking to a group of individuals that are starting to run onto the ship. And he's like, come on, it's all downstairs. You just gotta go downstairs and grab it. And you see them come through, and they see you guys, and they look confused, and they don't have time. They just ignore you, and they run downstairs to go grab stuff.
They're grabbing stuff out of the cargo?
Right.
I'm going to help them.
Yeah, this is supplies for them.
Yeah, so
Cool.
I'm going to start running, and I'm fucking... Let's make
I'm just going to do like one of those awkward shrugs, like...
let's make a line. Let's make a line and just pass stuff down.
Echo's keeping an eye on these giants right now.
Yeah.
Let's train all this stuff out.
Yeah.
Cool. Everybody give me athletics.
Echo's not in the train.
That's fine.
15.
You said athletics?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 6, but I'm going to use my new ability I've gained where I can expend a psionic dice to add a d6 to the roll.
Are you proficient with athletics?
Oh, no, I'm not, so I cannot do that.
I got a 14.
Okay, cool. So, I mean, not like this is... It wasn't whether you pass or fail. It was just kind of how efficient you are. You guys begin this chain. You start moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Castiel, the heat... that is coming off of the ship is starting to kind of pass through your glove, your mechanical arm, and it affects the efficiency of your glove, your hand. And so as stuff starts getting past to you, it's kind of slowing the process down. Your hand isn't gripping as fast as it needs to. You can tell that the heat is really messing with it. But you guys get everything unloaded and off of the cargo ship. Captain Johnson notices you guys and was like, what the hell are y'all doing here?
Echo is still invisible.
We're helping.
Yeah.
The supplies are going to...
I'm sorry.
Move the freight.
I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson. I'm moving stuff. But I knew this place was in trouble, and, well, you'll be happy we're here. We can discuss this later. We're sorry.
Oh, my fucking God. All right, go. And you guys get the ship unloaded. In record time. Significantly faster than it would have been.
Is there any update on these giants?
Yeah, you can see that they are getting ready to throw more rocks into the camp.
How far away are they?
They are pretty far.
Fuck.
They're like 120-ish feet.
While we're moving this stuff, I'm telepathically, hey, what do you see up there? We can't see anything.
They're about to throw more shit. So I suggest we get off the boat.
Just give us a signal when they're getting ready, and we can clear out.
Signal. You're invisible.
I mean, yeah, you guys got everything unloaded.
Okay.
I've said it 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, let's move everything. Where do we...
Rocks incoming, I say out loud, and clear the area. Get out.
Where's... Is there somebody in charge here? Where do we need to put this stuff now that it's off? Like
the people are taking care of that. They're moving
cool.
But you guys do hear Johnson as he's looking at you guys and going, "All right, y'all hop on. We got to get out of here."
Hop on what?
He's talking about the ship.
The ship's destroyed.
It's on fire, and there's a hole in the side of it.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very safe.
She's gone through worse.
No.
You realize going on this island's a crime, right?
I think there are higher stakes here than what we're about to commit. Saving these research teams is of greater value than what we're committing a crime as. I don't think we should go.
He looks and sees that they're starting to prepare more rocks, and he looks at you guys and he's like,
We'll take the blame.
And it's like, oh shit, where'd that voice come from? And he hops on his ship and he sets sail and begins to start getting out of there.
You never saw us.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
You never saw Echo, that's for damn sure.
Well, I'm trying to help him out. I mean, it's a 9, but like, because if they find, because I'm thinking, well, if they find out that we snuck on with him, he's going to be in trouble, and I don't want him to.
Since I was talking to PJ with him, could I provide the help action with that?
Sure.
Get advantage.
I'm going to keep the 8.
Yeah, that was a 1 on that second one, huh? Okay, cool.
It was worth a shot.
He looks at you guys and he just lets out a sigh and kind of flies off. And as he flies off, you guys see a massive gust of wind go into his sails, like a supernatural gust of wind, almost magical.
As he's leaving, I'm like, I think we made the right choice, but I can't help but feel like we fucked up.
Too late to think about it. Let's go.
You know what?
Yeah, we gotta
I'm enjoying
go.
this.
And there's like the force of like something grabbing the back of your coat and just dragging you to follow.
So did any of the crewmates stay behind?
None of the crewmates did.
All right, so
the people that helped with unloading were not crewmates. They were members of the people on the island, the researchers. They set everything down and they turn around and they look at you and go,
Sandera, did any of these people look familiar to you?
I'm
saying psionically.
aren't you all ship hands? Shouldn't you be with the ship?
Listen, we came here to fight giants. We can talk.
How do you know about the giant? What?
My entire family is here. We've had. Trust me, I just know.
Do you want the extra help or not?
He looks at you guys and he goes, all right, come speak to our captain for right now. You can come and speak to Taryn. It'll be all right. And he waves you guys forward to come with him quickly. As he's saying that, a stone comes and flies into this arcane barrier. And you see the barrier in spots starts to crack and little fractals of it are dissipating. And he goes, fuck, that's not good. Come on, hurry.
Yeah, we're hurrying.
And he leads you guys to the barricade that's been made. And in the middle, you see an individual who is in very similar gear to Sandera with very fiery red hair flowing up through. Very strong looking with a red tint to his skin. And he is looking out at the giants, and the random researcher pulls you guys up and goes, Taryn, there's a couple of individuals, they weren't supposed to stay. They're somehow still here. They said they're here to fight giants. I don't know how they know about them. One of them is a seasonal elf like yourself. And Taryn looks around and sees Sandera and goes, why are you here?
I was told that the giants were enclosing on the camp. This is going to sound crazy, but I've visited before, only spiritually, and I've been helping along the way. This is a lot, I know, but you remember the giants that were coming towards this place, and then suddenly we're like, oh, we'll go a different way?
Yes.
Hi, Sandera. Nice to meet you.
What? That was you?
Yes.
And not too long ago, I thought I saw you, but I thought it was just the fight getting to me.
It was me.
Sandera, what the and you're here now. You're on the island. Does that mean that you guys...
No, we're getting arrested.
Fuck. All right. Hey, strengthen the barrier. We've got to hold for just a little longer, guys. Come on. Just chug down those potions and just hold on.
Hey,
And you see as there's a line of researchers that are they reach down, they grab a flask and they drink it up, and it looks like for the arcanically proficient of this group, it looks like they are working on casting a mass shield spell.
Does it look like anyone may have ran out or didn't have one on them?
No, they all are strapped.
I was about to say,
now.
I'm willing to offer one up if someone needs it.
Tyrion, am I still near him?
Yeah, you guys are right next to him, and he looks at you and he goes, "Well, there's a lot we've got to talk about right now.
Yeah,
Come on,
Put us to work.
The unicorn is what's been helping me. This is how I saw everything.
So that staff of yours
it's made of unicorn hair.
Well, I had a feeling when we were looking at it before we brought it over to you, something special about it, but fuck. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of give you guys a rundown. The things that you guys brought, at least the ship did. I don't know if you guys knew anything about it, but the things you brought are stuff that we can use to channel to open portals. We kind of only got one real shot at this. We're going to take half of our people, and they're going to start working on making these materials kind of open up a portal, and then we're going to jump into the wild. It's the only way we can get away from them long enough to get a foothold.
These portals, we were ambushed. Somebody was trying to steal these materials, and one of the portals opened, and we fought a giant on our way here. And that's when I saw you putting up a fight. That makes
so much sense.
Because I looked through a portal and I saw you, and that's how I knew you were in trouble.
Okay, good. That means they work. Okay.
But some of the materials may have been used up in that incident.
We'll do what we can. We've just got to open one long enough to get everybody that's still here through.
Where's Mom and Dad? Tyrion?
We can talk about it in a minute. Mom's in one of the tents, just over here, and he points over to a tent. Go tell her that the supplies have been delivered and it's time to start working on the portal.
Okay, yeah, so I run into the tent.
2 more giant rocks hit the fucking walls.
It's me, Sandira.
I was as you're like running over there, I'll follow behind you, but like telepathically I'll be like, you think I know this is chaos. You think we could ask about the portals to the Shadowfell?
Possibly, but I think that the best thing that we can do right now is help distribute these materials to the spellcasters that are setting up this.
No, right, of course.
Yeah.
Is there anything Echo can do to help with like the shield that's up?
I don't know, Ken.
I don't know. Is it what
do you want to do? What are you trying to do?
We're pushing in all that arcane magic again.
All right, cool.
Shoving it all
Give
in.
me what kind of spell slots? How many do you got right now?
I have currently 4 level 1 spell slots and 2 level 2 spell slots.
Okay. How much of that do you want to use?
Can I do 1 level 1 and then 1 level 2? Just
Yeah,
to sort of
totally. So get rid of one of each of those.
Got it.
That's good. So now I need you to roll me what is your spell attack modifier? Roll me that plus a d20, and with the +2 and the +1 from the spell slots, I'm gonna go ahead and give you you're gonna need to beat a 15.
It's a 7 plus the 6 is 13.
Okay.
Plus you said 3?
Yeah.
So 16.
Awesome. So you hit the 16. You guys see as Echo kind of walks over to the line of these people and begins to glow with an arcane energy and raises their hands, and you see the shield spell that is there and currently cracking and falling apart begins to slowly repair and become brighter and brighter as in the center of it, this massive symbol of a giant golden scale stands against.
Do you have any?
As it should.
Do you have any health pots on you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I was going to toss you one if you didn't have one.
Thank you.
What color is your arcane energy? That
Gold.
Gold
To
That's
counteract
awesome.
all the green that's within Echo's like color scheme. Yeah.
That's cool.
You're working on that. Other two, are y'all doing anything?
I just want to see what else, like anything, if I could, like, what can I do? Moving materials, helping people who are injured, moving injured, like.
Yeah, you can definitely help with the injured right now, for sure. No problem at all with that. Go ahead and roll me a medicine.
7.
Okay, 7. So, unfortunately, you're not able to help out more than some of the people that are some of the medics that are there helping, but you definitely are assisting them. You're definitely helping them out and keeping some of the work off of them, keeping them less stressed so they can focus on helping the people that are hurt.
All right.
Castiel,
I'm going with Sandera to see if there's anything I can assist with there.
Okay, cool.
Well, I was going into the tent telling...
You go into the tent and you see your mom sitting at a table with her head down in her hands, and she's muttering something quietly under her breath. And as you walk into the tent, you see her. She doesn't seem to have noticed you yet.
Mom?
She immediately stops saying whatever word she was saying under her breath, and she lifts her head up slowly and turns and goes, Sandira? And you see that she's in her frost form. She has this coldness about her right now, as her hair is icy, sort of not too far off from yours, actually. And she begins to walk towards you, and then she starts to break out into a run, and then she opens her arms and begins to give you a giant hug.
We brought the materials, and my party and I we snuck onto the airship so we can come and help. But we're distributing materials now. We should be able to get you out of here.
You little goof.
I know.
All right,
I know.
Come on. Have you spoken to your brother?
Yes, he's kind of in a panic right now.
Well,
understandably,
he's taken on a lot as kind of the temporary leader, but we've got to go. We've got to go now. And you can see something off about her, but she seems not eager to talk about it or anything. She just wants to move on and get on with it.
Okay. So I go back out of the tent. Do I see Tyrion?
Yeah, he is giving commands. And as you left and he kind of got back into his groove, you can see, like, he's doing a good job. He seems to know the right things to say to people to keep them pushing and keeping them strong. And especially after this massive golden scale has appeared that is kind of defending these people, he is invigorated and more committed than ever.
I walk up to him. Tyrion, tell me what to do.
He looks at you and he goes, well, if you want, you can help Mom with working on portal stuff. I know the more magic they can get into it, the more effective it's going to be. And then if you can't do with that, anything to try and back these giants off just long enough for us to get this fixed.
I'm here to help too. I don't do magic or anything.
What's your name?
Castiel. I'm fast. Use me.
He hops on your back. Go! No, I'm just kidding. But he is like, well, I mean, same as Sandira, anything you can do to help at this point. Do you have any magic ability?
No.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, not everyone does. That's okay. That's not a problem. But
my skills are more physical.
That's fine. Then anything you can do to distract these giants can help us.
You got it. And I grab the end of my pole. You kind of see like the little bluish orange like popped in, and I get on my board because I'm thinking about how I distracted him last time. I'm gonna try it again.
I'll be there with you. I'll go. And I'll rope cannon onto his board, and we're going.
Here I am. I'm getting older all the time. It's like Tony Hawk Pro Skater in this bitch.
I'll send a message telepathically to Echo. We're going to create a distraction.
Take the spider.
But my board can only hold so much.
That's a fair point.
As we're kind of sailing off, I'm like, Cass, do you have any projectiles?
I have daggers.
You look at him with a bandolier of daggers in front of him. He's like, oh,
I can throw them pretty far, and I can hit pretty well.
As I'm gaining altitude, I say, during my trials, I astral projected to this area. And I've distracted him before, and I'm going to see if this can work again. So I'm going up. as I'm looking, do I see any of the giants that may look kind of leaderish? Maybe he's bigger than the other one, standing out in front.
Uglier.
The ugliest motherfucker.
These guys seem like there's not a direct above them. They just seem like they're all just dudes throwing rocks. Maybe there's the leader somewhere else, but these guys are just rock throwing.
Okay.
You do feel magic pulsing from your staff now, and you do hear in your voice, in your head, I can't do much, but if we combine our power, we might be able to do something.
Right.
And you know that it's your unicorn friend speaking in your head.
Okay. So once I'm about 60-ish feet away, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on one of them.
Okay.
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. Target must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. The goal is to make him glow to a point where they become distracted.
What's the save? It's a 13.
There's a 12.
Okay, so a spark of sacred energy kind of pumps out of you, but it's not enough to burn.
Damn it. Okay, then I'm going to try what I did last time. I'm going to try and hex that same one.
Uh-huh.
Kind of with the same goal in mind, building up enough magical energy in it to change it in some way. Maybe it glows slightly. He feels the magical energy being imposed on him. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to use, I'm going to say strength as the ability that he gets disadvantage on.
Okay. So you hex him. Roll me a charisma check.
12.
He kind of lights up with this blue glow. The giants are all furious. And they realize, like, this is the same thing that kind of gave away their position last time they were trying to make their way here. And it kept them from completely wiping out this research facility. And one of them yells, and the other 4 turn, and they see this little fucking... How far is the range on your hex?
The range on the hex is 90 feet.
Okay.
But I'm trying to not get so far away that they don't care that it's...
Right, no, but they see you from that 90 feet flying kind of on your own with a guy hanging.
And as soon as they go to turn, I want to, like, ready myself to be able to dodge, whether that's, like, jutting down or up. I'm going to try and go down each time to save Cass from getting hit. And then I say to Cass, hey, they're probably going to start throwing rocks at us. I need you to, like... Can his... Do I know if his, like, little rope sling thing, can he, like, retract and expand it so he can, like, move up and down it?
I think it's more he retracts it all the way, or he dangles where he dangles. I don't think he can move it up and down. No, that's me ruling it right here.
Okay. Cass, be prepared. I would honestly I'd even put your other arm on the rope itself and watch for these rocks, be able to pull yourself up. I'm going to try and make sure that we juke down if one comes towards us, but there's a chance we might get hit.
The one that was yelling back to the other giants, right? Mm-hmm. Do I have line of sight on him?
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt something here. I want to use my psychic whispers to end my current connection and create a new connection with this giant. Now, they could end this at any time, but I want to try to create a deception of their or of someone's yelling fall back in their heads. So I'm going to pick 2 of the most upfront giants, and I want to try to create a telepathic connection with them, and in their minds they're going to hear in an understandable language.
Mm-hmm.
Like giant.
Yeah. And it's just as deep as I can make it and guttural as I can make it sound in their heads of fall back.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
That's a 6, but I want to use my inspiration for this.
Okay.
So would I roll both again and take the disadvantage?
Sure.
I want to use my inspiration. Is it now advantaged? Because I'm inspired to do it, you know?
Okay, that now becomes a 14, and I want to expend another psionic dice to stack it.
Okay. So that's your second psionic dice for now, right?
Yes, so I'm down 2 so far. That's a 6, so that 14 just became a dirty 20.
Okay. So they hear this in their head, these two, and you see them kind of look around and scratch their head, and they start kind of smacking it. And unga bungaing, they're not sure what's going on, and they are definitely distracted for an amount of time. The other three, one of them gets distracted looking at the other two, but 2 rocks are going to come at you guys. Okay? With you driving, I'm thinking dex saving throw.
Okay.
I did roll for 4 hours, so as long as they don't try to end the connection, I'll just keep repeating it as much as possible.
My goal is to...
They can't comprehend that this is something they can end.
Okay.
As of right now.
So, can I perceive in a way... Can I tell, like, if the rock is coming right at me or if it's going to
Can you
miss?
smell what the rock is cooking?
Can you?
I don't think
the rock doesn't care what you think.
So you're asking to try and figure out the trajectory of the rock?
Yeah.
Not any more than you would be able to know the trajectory of an arrow coming at you, you know?
Okay, so my goal is to try and, like, have it go over me.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Cool. That's one of them. Roll another.
6.
Okay, cool. So, the first one goes flying by. You manage to duck underneath it, but you realize that if you were to go any lower with the second rock, you would scrape Castiel on the ground, so you stay in position, and the second rock comes in and hits you.
Since I'll have my rope cannon attached, if I can, I'll try to take my other hand and pull myself up the rope a little bit.
It's going to be 12 damage, bludgeoning, and okay, cool. Athletics to pull yourself up.
17 minus 1, 16.
Awesome. Yeah, you scale it, no problem.
Just avoid getting dragged
You can
across
climb up to 15 feet, I'd say.
Okay. And I have 60 feet of rope.
Yeah.
Are they still distracted by what we're doing?
Two of them are definitely focused on you guys right now. The other 3 are distracted with something completely mental right now. So you guys begin to start dodging. 2 rocks come flying at you. You see the other 2 are preparing to get their rocks ready again. More rocks ready to throw you again. But you have a little bit of time.
I'll start feeding thoughts into their head. They're retaliating. Fall back. Regroup.
Okay.
I'm going to... How far away is the one that I hexed?
Like 90-ish feet.
Okay, so I'm going to Eldritch Blast him. And with that...
Did you mind link with the one that was hexed?
Yeah, I mean, if I knew that there was one that was hexed, I knew that I've seen the hex in action before, so I probably would have gone for one of the ones.
Understood. So one of the hexed one is also having the mind thing go on.
Okay.
So you're going to hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
All right.
And if he hits, I'd like to pull him towards me 10 feet.
Okay.
And since I'm in the air, I'd like him to go into the air and fall.
Okay, cool.
Does a 9 hit?
No, sorry.
So I reach my finger out and I go, and I miss. And you can kind of see like there's little
fire, and I miss.
You can see there's crackling energy on my hand. I'm like, the fucking thing. And I'm getting ready to do another one. It's jammed.
Go ahead and roll me another deception check.
Sure. Disadvantage?
Not this time, just normal.
Ooh, that's a solid 10. I'm going to spend another one.
All right.
For 13.
Okay. They kind of managed to shake it off. They don't end the connection yet, but they are looking like they're picking up some more rocks.
I start going, drop the rock, 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 drop the rock.
That's just going in their head.
And it's like, and I started making it sound like distant whispers, drop the rock, drop the rock, drop the rock, drop the rock, drop the rock. And it's just coming at them from all angles.
Gotcha. Yep. They pick up the rocks, and they begin to start chucking them at you guys. The first 2 that are still in the mind connection, you have advantage on the dexterity saves to avoid them.
Okay. Come on, new dice.
At this point, I'm probably like 30 feet up my rope. So that way I can either drop or ascend to kind of...
And I'm going to say 2 are coming at you if you want to make dex saves.
I think I have advantage on dex saves. Let me double check.
Is a 12 going to miss?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are going to get hit.
I am going to get hit. Fuck, man. All right, well, I'm about to die. So that was 1.
That's 6 damage.
Okay. And how many more do I have to save for?
1 more. With advantage.
21.
Okay. You dodged out of the way of one of them.
That's 23.
23, you're good.
And an 11.
11's going to get you hit. Ready?
Can I do the bonus action? Oh, I guess it wouldn't be disengage. Nope, I don't have the thing that gives me half damage yet.
14 damage.
14. That's about half.
Bam, as you get hit with a rock and you start swinging pretty wild on this thing. I will say you're probably going to have to make, I'm going to say, animal handling to operate your vehicle. Can you think of something else that you would use? Your board goes wide. How would you in your mind keep it from you falling off of it?
From me falling off on it, I would basically try and brace and like squat a little more, and like wherever it's going, I'm like using my feet to follow it to try and like bring it back to being steady. So
then I guess athletics or acrobatics.
Thank God, because I have a -1 in animal handling. Don't do this to me. 12.
Okay. That'll keep you from falling or flying off. And Castiel, you are swinging. It is very difficult for you to kind of focus on anything. You're just kind of spinning and swinging around because you just got knocked real hard.
Cass, how you looking, bud?
As you guys are fighting, we're going to cut back to the camp. Echo, you see...
I'm doing the best I can. I'm already doing shit.
Yeah, you see your 2 guys out there...
Looking like idiots.
They've been clipped by a couple of boulders, but they're out there being the most annoying fly you've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know what's not happening, though? You're not getting pelted with rocks right now.
Yep. You guys also see as you're in camp, the researchers, half of them are beginning to get together with the materials, and they're starting to put them together. And you see it forms into this just under like large humanoid sized circle. And they're putting pieces together on it. It looks like they're about to start doing something to it. It looks like they might be getting prepared to push a lot of magic into it.
Is this... We have 2 people out here right now. Is that gonna hurt them? This is a big thing. I don't...
Tyrion turns to you with this fiery appearance, and he's like, be assured I'm not leaving my brother. I'm sure once they see the portal is open, they'll come flying over.
I can try to hit one of the giants, which is going to be weird. So you guys are going to turn around and see that the portal is opening, hopefully. Because I have someone disconnected our walkie-talkie.
That's true. The walkie-talkie is no longer connected.
So like that's all I've got right now. Because Guiding Bolt has a 120 range.
Cool.
Well, I was saving one. After like some time has passed, I was going to try to connect with the brother, between the 2 brothers, and try to see what our time frame is looking like. That's why I didn't use the last one.
But anyway, what are you 2 doing? This is the question.
I am going to help them power it up, I guess, is like...
Okay. So this basically is going to run kind of off of how much juice you're willing to put into it. Mm-hmm. So you've got spell slots. How much do you want to put in?
2 level 1s.
2 level 1s. Okay. Boop, boop. You see as Aranea begins to start pushing in some of this magic. A couple of the other researchers are also leaning over and beginning to start pulsing magic into this portal. What is Echo doing?
How's the portal looking?
I mean, as Castiel kind of assumed, some of the materials did get damaged from the overwhelming amount of energy all at once. up, so it's a little shaky, but you do see as it starts to kind of flicker.
It's starting to turn on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You hear the PlayStation 2.
I love that sound. Can I aim guiding bolt at the giant that's like directly in front of them?
For sure.
Fantastic. That is what we're gonna do, and hopefully it works. That is a 16 to hit.
It's plus something.
It's a 6. I think it's my spell attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's a 22.
Okay, yeah. You guys see as this streaking bolt.
Can I roll my damage dice?
Yeah.
I would very much like to roll my damage
It
dice.
flies forward and
happy.
smacks into
The shit
this.
out of this thing.
Can both of you two roll me a perception check real quick? Castiel with disadvantage because you're spinning.
11.
That's not good. I want one of you to see it.
12.
And that is
Not quite enough.
That is going to be 18 damage to that giant. Radiant damage.
Well, I'm keeping an eye on the giants. Like, wouldn't I see one get hit?
Yeah, you guys. That's not what this is for.
This is where we almost fell off.
There was something cool you missed. It's okay. You guys see this arc of light, phew, poof, and it connects to one of them and it ignites them in this holy flame. And is it? And you know what? For flavor, it's going to be also the one that was hexed. So you see as this magic begins to start twisting around, and they kind of vortex together into this weird, crazy looking thing. And you guys see that came from the camp.
You guys have seen the guiding bolt before.
I think that was Echo.
Is that the signal?
That might be a signal.
Are they ready?
We gotta go.
I love it. The
Let's go.
communication.
Are they ready?
I love it. I think that's Echo. We gotta go.
I would like to try to use my cloak to kind of stabilize myself,
Sure.
kind of
Like a
catch
little-
some wind and slow the spin down.
That's
Little
fine.
sugar
I'm not
glider.
gonna make you roll for it. You just stabilize.
As I'm going by, can I try an Eldritch Blast it one more time?
Is it dead? It's
As
not
you're
dead,
going
is
up.
it?
Oh no.
Is there one with like
No.
about to pick a rock up over its head?
Sure.
I want to try to throw one of my daggers and hit it and try to like make it drop the boulder onto its head.
Okay.
If I could try that.
Yeah, you
if
can
it's
try.
Within, if
You
it's
can
within
try.
range.
You can try anything, dude.
Nat 20.
Nice.
No shit.
Double
Yes.
your damage.
Which dice?
The new one.
Nice.
And I'll say that it pulls this guy. Do you still want to pull? Mm-hmm. Okay, so double the distance on the pull.
Okay,
too.
so it's going to pull him up 20 feet and then just drop him.
Okay,
So,
so you do 10 damage plus
am I maxing out on the hex damage or no?
16 damage plus.
So that's 1d10, 1d6, right?
Uh-huh.
Let me make sure.
Oh, you have advantage because
Guiding
he's guiding bolted. You
so
roll
it's
with
flat
advantage.
roll because I have disadvantage if it's over 20 feet of
The
a throw.
next
there.
attack
yeah.
roll made the next attack. So either whoever hit first.
So flat
I don't
roll
care.
real quick.
No, that's not. That's a 9.
Okay.
That's 16 plus 13. That's 29 damage. And as I hit him and it connects, I like do a little bit of this motion because I just kind of reach my hands out like a gun and then I just flick my wrist back like this to pull him up into the air 20 feet and drop his ass.
And you see as this guy goes flying up into the air. Dakota, you know what? Actually, as he's pulling him up into the air, I'm going to say that it gets it close enough that you can roll with advantage.
Okay. That becomes a 17.
17 will hit.
How's that portal looking, Aranea?
Fucking fantastic because I'm over here. So,
Making it look prettier?
yep. He's doing great.
that portal going buzz.
It never seems to stop.
It's never going to.
So the dagger will do. I rolled a 4, so that's 8 damage.
Cool. You hit it. You hit it with the 8 damage that stabs into its.
I wouldn't have gotten a sneak attack on that.
Yeah.
Would I?
You rolled with advantage.
16 points of damage.
Cool. So you go and you fling your dagger into this giant. Hits them and starts to spin them backwards a little bit. And as they're falling and they're about to take that damage, they land straight on their neck and crack. And you can hear it over in the camp. It sounds like a tree just got cracked and it's falling.
And that's when my board speeds up. I'm like, woo, fuck yeah, Cass.
One of them lands in the fucking dirt and fucking dies. And you guys see as the other giants kind of hesitate.
And I guess if me lifting him up counts as my attack when he landed, that would have been necrotic damage from the hex.
Uh-huh.
So I guess like he would like surround in like a green, blackish, just like
Love it.
just start decaying.
Yeah, immediately. I'm like, fuck it, Cass, let's go.
And you guys fly back towards the camp. The portal is still flickering. It's flickering and flickering. They're pushing more energy into it. The giants look like they might begin to start throwing rocks here again soon. The shield, some of the people from the shield, Tyrion is like, come on, we gotta put more in the portal. And you see another group of people start pushing into the portal. The shield begins to start weakening. The scales begin to slowly fade off of the shield.
Yeah, can I burn one of my channel divinities?
To do what?
Keep this thing in place while they're getting the portal open.
Sure. Yeah. I'm
going to...
As the other people go away, a pulse of energy, I think, goes kind of through Echo. And as the scale starts to fade a little bit, it holds itself together for just a little bit longer.
I'm going to kind of stand at the portal and start making sure people get through. And I'm just keeping an eye out for my mom and dad.
The portal hasn't opened. It's flickering. It's almost there. There's a lot of energy being pushed into it all at once. And you see the giants are getting ready for one last volley.
Okay, and so Echo's reinforcing the shield.
I'm heading towards Tyrion, and as I go by Echo, I'm like, thanks for the support earlier. Mm-hmm. And I go up to Tyrion. I'm like, okay, I distracted him as long as I could. What now?
We got to get this thing running. I got to get more magic in it. Come on. And he starts running towards the portal. And as he sees Echo kind of take over this barrier, he waves to the rest of his researchers that are there holding it and is like, I think they've got it. Come on. And they all run towards the barrier, and everybody begins to start pushing this magical energy. And this portal opens up, and it begins, it's like a spiral out, and it spirals open, and then all of a sudden you guys see through the portal this lush green environment.
All right, let's start getting
and people
through.
Begin to start running through.
I'm thinking like some Treasure Planet stuff, where like the last second the portal opens, everyone's run through, and it's about to flicker out, and then we just fly right through it.
I'm kind of keeping an eye on everybody, but I'm really I'm standing there trying to make sure that my parents get in, being there with Tyrion and everything.
Yeah, you see Tyrion runs in, and he's guiding people through. You can see him through the portal. You can see him over there like, come on. All right, come on, everybody. Get through.
Yeah, and Echo's timing is dependent on this next volley of rocks.
Right. The next volley comes in, actually, as this is happening. And they all are able to be held by the shield just because of all the resources that you put into it. And you see them kind of fall off. But because of that, you begin to feel yourself being drained.
Yeah.
So if you can keep the barrier up for a little bit longer, but if you do, that's where exhaustion's going to start coming in. Okay.
I know that I can see that Echo is doing this. I know that Armor of Agathis is self. Could I try and channel some of that to pass it on to Echo?
Maybe not necessarily Armor of Agathis, but if you want, you can maybe pump a spell into this thing that they're doing.
Okay, the barrier. Yeah, because I have one level 2 spell slot left, so I'm just going to go stand by Echo and just.
And you see as your golden scale begins to. There's this icy form that kind of locks the scale into place, and this gold becomes a tinge of blue as you guys wait for the next volley of rocks that come in, and they just kind of slam against it and basically bounce off of it at this point. As the last couple of people get running through, you see your mom, and she comes up to you and she's like, almost everyone's out of the camp. We've got to go now. And
well, get Dad and you guys go through.
He's not here. Come on, we've got to go.
What do you mean not here?
I can explain once we get through. We've got to go.
If Sandira hesitates, I just grab him.
Okay.
And start pulling him along.
Cool. Mom starts running. Echo.
Yeah, I got him. We're coming.
As the amount of resources you guys put into this barrier, it holds for a moment as you guys lose focus on it.
Echo's got like a bit of a stumble to their run, but they're going.
Yeah, and you guys definitely make it through the portal, everybody, all at once. And now the portal behind you closes, and everybody from the research team is drained. They're so tired and exhausted from this, but a feeling of joy for finally getting a win has filled this group of people, and you begin to hear people starting to cheer as the portal closes. You guys stand on the other side, and you look around, and you see it looks like you're basically where you just were, but instead of this camp, there's a lush forest. There's trees around you. There's little lights that are floating around. It's nighttime here, and there's little orbs of light that flow around near you. And that's kind of the setting you're in right now. And you see as some people begin to start working to kind of set up a camp so that everybody can at least get their bearings back.
Like Echo's got like one of those little stress nosebleeds going on. Just
I look around look around and just kind of put eyes on everybody.
Are we all accounted for?
I put a
Sound off.
I put a hand on Echo's shoulder. I don't think most of these people would have survived without.
Did you see the
without
bolt?
your help. Oh yeah, we saw the
It's
bolt.
sick as fuck, right?
Yeah, that was
fantastic.
Nice. Did you see him fly in the air?
Yeah, I did. We killed that bitch. Oh, I can't feel my knees. Everything is numb right
You
now.
ain't got no knees, Echo. Legs are gone now.
So I go find Tyrion. I walk up to him and I say, "So, think we could get a few witnesses when they force the 5 of us to stand trial? The 4 of us?"
He fucking smiles and gives you the biggest hug, and he's like, "Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. It's good to see you. I'm sorry that we had to meet back up on these circumstances."
Well, I'm honestly, after what I saw from the caravan a few days ago, I'm glad to just see you're alive.
I'm glad less people died this time.
Have to agree. Well,
This time, what?
I fucking hate giants.
When we got attacked by a giant with the caravan, pretty much all of our numbers gone. Aside from
a giant came through?
Yes, a giant came through one of the portals that opened where I saw you.
Okay, God.
It's dead.
It's dead.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm sorry that...
I don't think there's any reason to apologize because...
No, if anyone should be apologizing, it should be me and Mom and Dad.
Speaking of which, where is Dad?
He's somewhere here. Apparently, his curiosity got the better of him at some point, and he took something from the giants that didn't belong to him, and it has fucked them up.
That doesn't sound like him. He put every bit of these researchers, Mom, you, in danger for simple curiosity?
Well, what he was wanting is a very powerful magic, and it could prove a massive breakthrough in Thistleheim. It could be the second revolution of magic for us.
What did he take?
It's hard to explain. There's an ancient artifact one of the heads of the Court of the Giants had that kept order with the giants. It kept them focused towards a goal, and it was made by a giant a long time ago to kind of give all giant kind an opportunity to move forward from their more primal natures. And with that, they built a couple of really amazing cities, and they're truly a wonderful group of people. But
Your father stole from them.
we asked politely if we could just study it, just kind of see the magic imbued into it, how it went about. And the elder was very hesitant, very against it. And it's not like we intended to break it or anything. That wasn't the goal or anything. That's not what happened. It's just our dad is really ambitious. Mm-hmm. He's always researching has been his life. All he's done is try and learn everything that he can for the sake of Thistleheim and making everything better.
I mean, yes, of course, but I mean, think about the rules to even go to the Isle of Beginnings. it's a thing about respect and not colonizing the local areas and respecting local civilizations and things of that nature. And honestly, I'm just so surprised and a bit disappointed that he would betray that even for himself, just for an opportunity to learn something. There's diplomatic ways to handle this.
Yeah, well, I mean, not everybody listens to diplomatic rules, and he looks at the four of you. In some instances, it can be really helpful, like it was today. Again, thank you all. I'm sorry, I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Tyrion. Tyrion Callier.
Yeah, this is my brother.
It's nice to meet you guys.
It's wonderful to meet you.
Down.
Whoa.
These
so
are
what does Tyrion look like?
Handsome, apparently.
He looks, I think he looks very similar to Sandira. Maybe a little bit more like their dad. I like to think that Sandira takes a little bit after his mom.
Yeah.
He's got a little more solid, like a little more stronger features on his face. And right now his hair is kind of up and red. And it flows kind of sort of like a fire crackling.
Yeah, I was just like talking build because you're more of like a slender build.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if they were more masculine or if they were also slender.
He's still pretty slender.
So
Snatched waist.
probably. Tyrion, these are my friends. I met them in the Vishtari trials. This is Echo.
He reaches a hand out to shake.
Yeah, Echo kind of does like a little like half pat because we are still tired.
He looks at you and he says, he takes a knee actually, and he looks at you and says, I can't express enough how much you helped us today, and I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you and your God, and I believe it was Kelimvor, if judging by the scales, correct?
Oh, you're so smart. Brilliant.
You really, really came in clutch. So thank you. And you said this one is...
I kind of shoved my elbow at Tyrion a little bit. I'm like, yeah, this one read the books. This is Castiel. I actually brought him to Solstice. He stayed in our house one night.
Oh, where'd you sleep?
He slept in my bed. I took yours.
You fucker. All right.
Your bed's so much more comfortable. You have cooler stuff in your room.
There's a whole guest room. Why do they... All right.
Why?
At least one.
Listen. You knew that I would at least venture in there because I saw your little note.
He laughs at you and punches you in the shoulder and says, shut up, that wasn't me. Someone else wrote that.
I just kind of pinch his cheek a little bit. And this is Aranea.
How do you do, darling?
He says Chode Bowden wrote that. It wasn't me.
Chode Bowden can't write. You know that. He can read, but he can't write.
Oh, and he goes to shake your hand and he's like, well, it's good to meet you. I hope you had a good time out in Solstice.
Yeah, I got to meet Crump Dumpkins.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for a good crump right now. Fuck.
Listen. Me, Castiel here, Chode Bowden, Porkly, Long Beef, and Crump Dumpkins all went out on the town that night while we were there.
And I know that Pishka wanted to see you before you left. Did you get to see him?
Yes, I did.
Good.
I left him a little bit of something to help get the place cleaned up while I'm gone. And I tell you what, Cass here, hell of a dancer.
Oh, really? Has someone else taken up the old crump dumpkin crump dump?
It was the crump juice.
Yeah,
It brings the crump out of you.
That sounds like the coolest advertisement for a drink ever. Crump juice. It gets the crump out of you. All right. And this is
Aranea.
How do you do, darling?
Hi, it's nice to meet you. And he takes your hand and
it's a very firm handshake, a little pulling, and it's very nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you as well. He looks back at you. And he turns back and he gives you a little wink and steps back and says, hey, you did help out a lot with our medics, and I appreciate that as well. They were able to help out a lot more people because of that. So, thank you guys a lot. I don't know where we would have gotten at this point without that.
So I guess committing some form of treason was sort of a blessing today. Oh man, I am not looking forward to going home.
We're going to have to figure something out.
I'm sure. I'm sure that if we have enough researchers say, "Hey, we would have died without him" or something.
You know, technically, we're not on the Isle of Beginnings anymore.
Who can say we were there?
Mr. Johnson can.
I mean, 5 against 1. Or maybe we can reach out to his cousin and...
Not to mention the Vishtari that we left back in Spindlebriar.
There was only one. That was Leonidas.
Yeah, he won't snitch.
He might be a snitch.
Reese won't snitch, but I don't think this is something he'll cover for me with.
Meanwhile, we cut to Leonidas and Reese at a bar. Hey, little secret to you, Reese. I'm a fucking total snitch. And Reese goes, I'm usually pretty good, but I mean, if it's anything related to Echo, I guess I'm not a snitch, but... And then Leonidas looks at it and goes, and we cut back.
Look, we'll deal with that when we get back. What we did was necessary.
Tyrion,
Yeah?
is Mom okay? When I went to go check on her she seemed like she collapsed just about.
Her and Dad had a big fight before he kind of went off on his own thing. I've never seen him like that before. Listen, I know what Dad did is really out of character, but something's up. Something happened. He became real short-tempered for a little while, and very snappy, and then he was yelling all the time, and then...
For Lee's mom's sake, I'm proud of you. The way you stepped up and took control of this whole thing. That's not an easy thing to do. It's nothing that I've ever had to do.
I don't know. I mean, I've been here for a long time. Anybody here could have.
I mean, sure, there's always problems at the research island, but it's not every day that an entire camp gets harassed by multiple giants that could easily wipe out any score of you. So I'm thoroughly impressed, and I'm proud of you, little guy. And I mess with his hair a little bit.
1 year older than me, and I'm a little guy. Okay.
And you see me call this guy who's also just a little shorter than me, a little guy. And so anyone of just like average height around 6 foot is like, oh, yeah, little guy.
Well, I'm gonna, I guess, help set up camp. The orbs flying in the sky, please, you can enjoy them from a distance. Don't touch them. Those are will-o-wisps. They can get nasty when they're disturbed, but they basically kind of float in areas that are heavily affected recently by loss of life.
So I guess the place that we're in is also experiencing a little trouble.
Where are we?
Well, the cool thing about will-o-wisps is they're kind of interplanar like us at the moment, I guess. They can sense death on either side of the plane, and they'll build themselves over to any spot where there is death on either side. As you can kind of tell, the wild is just kind of a mirrored version of here, or from Thistleheim. So
I guess the only last question I have is, you said that Dad was in this plane?
yeah,
Okay.
Speaking of, what plane are we on?
we're in the wild.
As everyone's kind of setting up camp, I'm gonna go set up my tent, and then I realize no one's here to set up Echo's tent.
Echo can set up their own tent.
So I was going to
Echo
lean
is-
over. So I was going to so how are you setting up that tent tonight?
I'm setting up that tent. Echo can set up their own tent.
Well, if you couldn't, I was definitely about to be.
Well, I
just
remember
be like,
the last discussion that we had. You
Echo
didn't know
and
how
shouldn't
to.
have to. No. The discussion was Echo doesn't have to.
Yeah,
Why do I have to?
I was just gonna give you mine and go hang out with my fam, but
Look, if it gets Echo out of having to set up the tent, Echo will take
yeah.
it.
Well, Sandir is going to assume you don't know how because he's only seen
Love it.
Reese
Echo
do
will
it.
actually prey upon that. Yes.
I give you my tent.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Echo, if
This is not how we learn lessons.
well,
This is
one,
enabling.
they just
You're
say
enabling.
well, they just saved my entire family and all those researchers. And yes, we all did a lot, but that
I
shield
guess I'll help.
that shield also did quite a bit. And so this is going to be my thank you. I'm sure that I can set up with...
You get like the most appreciative like shoulder clap as Echo's walking past you and just go straight into the tent.
I'm going to hang out with Tyrion and my mom, so thanks again, Echo.
Before we start setting everything up, I'll go to Sindir. Sindir, do you, or while we're all standing here, do you think a couple of us should go and maybe check out the perimeter and make sure this is a okay spot?
Tyrion, me and Cass are going to go check out the perimeter. If you don't have anything pressing to do, love for you to meet this guy. If you want to come hang out.
Sure, let's. That's a good idea. Let's go make sure everything's good. And you guys go out. I need you guys to go ahead and roll me perceptions. It is dark, so if you don't have night vision, then it's disadvantaged. But I'm pretty sure you both have dark vision.
We're all Echo is the only member of the party without dark vision.
Right.
Yeah, and all three of us are elves, so you said perception.
Oh,
that's a 15.
Nice.
10.
Okay, cool. As you guys are walking, Tyrion kind of bumps shoulders with you. He says, he doesn't say anything. He just kind of looks at your eyes and then he points over to a spot and you see a bush maybe 30 feet away that's starting to shake a little.
When he does that, I kind of lightly put my arm in front of Cass and I motion with my head over to the bush.
And as he puts his arm around you, Tyrion leans over and puts a finger over his mouth as he kind of points you over this bush and you see it start to shake a little.
I go like full stealth mode. Okay. And kind of go wide around it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, should I roll stealth or something?
Sure.
That's a nat 20 for 28.
Nice. They hold their hand to you, and as their hand is on your chest, they feel it kind of disappear, and they look over, and you're gone. You're gone.
And I'll kind of like go wide around the bush and try to check it out.
Cool. You go to sneak around and you start heading, and you guys see that bush start shaking more, and you see two figures come out. And one of them goes, all right. Where's the other one? He was just there. Where'd he go? All right, stop. And you see another one come out, and he's like, hey, calm down. It'll be all right. Davey, you can relax. It'll be okay. And you see two heron folk, two rabbit people. They are small, so they're short. One is wearing leather armor and has two daggers sheathed on either side, and the other one is wearing glasses and has plated armor on himself and seems to have some sorts of tools on his sides.
Well, actually,
he goes, hey, listen, we're just part of the Briar Patch Guard from the Briar Patch just down the way, wherever your other friend is. We're not here to fight. We just were told there was a big amount of magic that came through.
Right.
And Davey looks at you guys and says, yeah, fuck you. What you doing here?
Just as a show of faith, I say, Cass, come on out.
You'll just kind of see two yellow eyes appear behind them. And I go, are you sure you're here without harm?
Are you sure you want to stay hidden? And Davey pulls out his two daggers and spins them around.
I appear behind them.
Davey jumps up into the top of a tree.
Hey,
in one jump. And Glasses, you see him reach down out of fear, and you see him throw his hands down, and as he does, two massive gauntlets wrap around his hands.
Hey, you'll have to forgive him. He's a little awkward.
And you see Glasses slams his hands together, and there's this massive boom of thunder.
Ooh,
as he looks at you and goes, I'm sorry. I don't know if you know the Harrigan folk, but we're a little jumpy. Sorry. And he puts his hands back down, and you see the gauntlets kind of disconnect from his hands, and he looks back up at Davy and goes, "Hey, listen, what were you going to do up there?" And you see Davy's got both of his daggers ready to throw. And he's like, "I was going to do something, all right." And he hops back down from the tree.
And I'll like walk between them and join.
I put my staff back on my back. I say, Tyrion, I think you might be the best one to explain this. But yeah, we just came to this plane. We were there's a large group of us. We were being attacked by giants. I don't know if you guys have giants here, and we just found somewhere peaceful to set up camp. We have no intentions of. There's no like hunting or it's a bunch of scientists. That's mainly all that's here.
Gotcha. Can you two pick a number between 1 through 4, but don't pick the same number?
3,
2,
1.
Okay, cool.
It's not even between 1 and 4.
Davy looks at Tyrion and is like, "Well, hello there. So what were we talking about?" And Glasses goes, "Hey, listen, sorry. Listen, all we've got to do is report. All you guys kind of get a count. Just make sure you guys are all cool, straightforward. You're not going to be attacking the Briar Patch."
Honestly, we were just checking the perimeter to make sure there was nothing crazy out here looking to attack us.
So we were kind of doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Just checking out their body language. Do they seem just calm and
roll an insight
defensive, or 5?
I mean, if they've got a real good poker face, if they are,
right.
Well, if that's the case, Tyrion, I'm not sure how you feel about this, but if you'd like to come count us and make this reporting a bit easier, I really don't want to cause any friction here with the locals. I understand that we're visitors, but we're compliant. So,
all right, okay. Glasses, you think we're going to be able to do our normal way of counting? And Glasses rolls his eyes, and you see the fur around his cheeks begins to turn red, and he's like, "Davy, I don't think these people are from around here, bud." Whatever. So they're here now. They got to obey the customs. And he starts bringing his dagger around.
I look over at Tyrion. I'm sorry for whatever I might have just gotten us into. Just apologizing in advance.
As you guys slowly walk to camp.
With the rabbits?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything we should be worried about around here? Is there anything we should be on guard towards?
Not with the Briar Patch so nearby. And Davy gives you a little smirk and a wink.
I kind of put my elbow in the cast a little bit. I'm like, yeah, we're fine now.
You guys are so safe right now.
I feel like they do make a little bit of a commotion.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So Echo is going to get up and go check, but can I send out a quick check on my connection to Kellenvor, a quick little religion check to make sure that everything's kosher now?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Because he's not talking to me, and I'm mad about that. That is a 15.
As you are there and you are praying, and doing your classic cleric stuff, the normal kind of feeling you would get when your spells and your energy is coming back to you, your connection, starts with a very hard pulsing. Like all of a sudden your heart pushed double the amount of blood through all your veins, and so they're sore for a brief moment. And it's like thump, thump, and you feel this big pain all over your body.
Yeah, Echo doubles over for a second there.
Oh yeah, but then you do feel the energy come in.
Yeah, we're great. It's fine.
You want some air?
Yeah. Echo's out of the tent.
Oh, falls right behind her.
And as you guys are going to walk out of the tent, Tyrion goes, "Everyone, can we get everybody over here?" And everybody starts heading that way, and I love these guys. As you guys get there, you two see the two Harengon brothers. And Glasses goes, greetings, hello, welcome to property of the Briar Patch. Me and my brother Davey here. We're here to just kind of make sure you guys aren't trying to kill everybody. You're not trying to fight the Briar Patch. We're very efficient at what we do, and there's a reason they only had to send 2 of us. So it's not like I'm trying to scare anybody. I'm not trying to fight anyone here. I just want you to know, don't try anything crazy because I don't want to hurt anybody. And Davey, as he's been saying all of this, has been unclasping his leather armor, and he's kicked off his leather shoes. And and you see him take his belt that he holds his daggers in, and he takes it off and throws it to the side.
Echo is entertained. So sorry, this is new.
Hey,
They're so cute, but I'm worried that one's getting naked.
what's that one doing?
Glasses finishes what he's saying. He turns around and goes, "Oh my God, oh no." And Davey goes, "Now we should all have an orgy. It's the most efficient way to count." And you see him, and he begins to start walking around to people and giving them little things here and there. He's cute. He's a cute little guy.
He looks at him like he's
I
just
gotta
like,
rest my hand on the hilt of my scimitar.
Please don't kill the rabbit.
Okay. He sees that, and he's like,
And I just-
little lower. Come on, everyone, let's go.
I feel like when he tries his shit with Echo just kind of looks down, and then in the blink of an eye, there's a second Davey.
I love this. There's what I've never had sex with myself before. I'm loving this.
Yeah, Echo's like stretching out the feet, and like the ears are moving. This is fun.
What happens to all your armor when you...
No, it's like dwarfed. Like Echo is now dwarfed by like all those layers that they have on.
Yeah,
But
easy to
like
get out of.
smaller.
Come on, show me the goods.
You're so. I think she like bends it like on her knees. Like you're so cute. I've never seen
you
one of
talking
these. The actual one.
The actual one. Okay.
He jumps up and lands on your shoulder.
Oh,
He's butt naked, and he's like, "You're not so bad yourself, hot stuff." And he does a little boink on your nose.
I don't know what to do.
Sandira, come get your friend, Sandira. It's nice to meet you. Name's Davey.
can you just like pick him up?
They
pick him
call
up.
me Hot D, the old Briar Patch.
Sandra, you take.
What is
you
go-
take that. You take
Echo's
him
back to
over
Echo.
there.
What is?
What is happening? Why is he naked?
Look at it.
I walk up
Tyrion?
to Glasses like, look, either you got to control your friend or I got to.
If you lay a hand on my brother, I will kill you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. If you
Echo's like-
threaten
Echo's-
my brother again, I will kill you.
Cass, new culture, I'm sorry.
This is how a lot of us handle this kind of stuff in the Briar Patch. You don't have to like it. You don't have to do it. That's okay. I'll reel him in, but you don't threaten my brother again. And you see like Glasses has like pushed his glasses up in anime style, and they like did the shine, and he looks like he was very serious in that instant. And he looks at Davey and he goes, "Davey, I don't think the orgy's gonna happen."
Unfortunately, no, bud.
He's not that small.
Not that little.
He's
They're
not
like 3
sitting
foot
in your
tall,
hand.
aren't they? 3 or 4 foot tall.
Yeah, he's like a baby.
Yeah,
like
I've
that
got
big.
him up. I'm like, listen, you're a really cute little guy,
He's very cute.
but I don't think that where we're from. This is a little much.
He looks around at the group and he's like, "Is anyone interested in an orgy?"
I want to know how that would work.
It was actually really fun having the ears. No.
He looks at you and goes, "I can show you."
I don't.
And as he says that, a couple of the researchers are like, "We almost died, and we made it through with our fucking lives.
You're welcome.
I could fuck." And so, like, you see as a pile begins to form.
No.
A tent would be fantastic.
I look over at a tent and I see it unzip. I'm like, "Mom, get back in the tent."
I think I
Let
wanna,
your mom fuck.
I think
She's
I
a
wanna,
consenting adult.
I think I want to go
She's
with mom.
married.
I think I
You
want
don't
to
know
go.
what goes on in their bedroom? I bet you there's pineapples all over your goddamn house.
Ooh.
Mom, you can.
No, I want
Mom,
to go with
you
Mom.
can, don't tell your mom she can fuck. That's even weirder.
Have I been counted? Am I good?
Glasses looks at you and you see him pull a clipboard from his back and he's marking people and he's like, "Yeah, I'll count."
Well, I'm gonna. And I see Mom walking. Like I'm.
Do you want to roll to see if your mom gets in on this?
Please.
High or low?
Low.
All right.
That's a crit fail.
All right.
I'm gonna finish my walk.
So what did low mean? Did low mean she's going for it?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I crit failed regardance. Whatever I didn't want to happen is going to happen.
Echo's going with Sandira. We do not want
also
Echo
going
does
with
not
Mom's
want to be
about
here.
to dive in.
We're all. I don't want to be here.
Cool. You guys, there's a pile.
Castiel, let's go.
Good news. Tyrion doesn't want to be in there.
The most obscurely sexually charged character here does not want to do the orgy.
This is too much.
I look over at
It's too
Tyrion
much.
and I'm like, was it Mom that stopped you?
He's like, well, I didn't even want to really talk about that part. It was just kind of. Listen,
Would you like to join us?
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's walk.
Okay.
You have a chance to lay Sandira's mom.
We've almost always gotten through the portals in this area. We've worked with the Briar Patch before.
How many orgies has your mother been
There,
in?
listen. I don't
Does
want to
the
talk
portal-
about that. I don't want to think about that. There's a group of researchers that come here to really knock out research, and then there's another group of researchers that come out here to learn the cultures of the Harengon sometimes, you know?
Does the portal always open to the same spot?
No. So across this whole island basically is the Briar Patch.
So wherever you open it, it mirrors the Briar Patch here.
Right.
Okay.
On our side, however, this is nothing. This is just wild jungle. But just a little ways from here is actually like the main homestead of the Briar Patch. And so that's probably why they sent someone out. They knew that usually the portals that they generate the world generates itself don't trigger anything for them. So they don't care.
I feel like Echo has like this moment. It just looks Sandira dead in the eye. The orgies are why you have to be sterile.
That's what I was thinking. Oh my god.
You could have had a rabbit, brother.
I look over at Tyrion.
You guys are looking real deep into this. I'm not a rabbit. We're not rabbits.
Let's walk. Let's
no.
walk.
Oh my god.
I'd let the corner of my eye kind of look at Sandira's ears one more time.
Stop
tail.
it.
There's
Stop
tail.
it.
Who's the father?
I lean back a little bit, kind of look at their backside.
Like Echo
Okay.
kind of like goes around me. I don't have a tail.
Stop looking at my ass.
Stop it.
Both of them's like, I'm looking for different reasons, but just to make sure.
But yeah, this isn't uncommon practices, I guess, is the word. I don't like to think of it as practice, though.
I think this
But
is
yeah.
the performance, bud.
And you see that he kind of goes and sits up, his back up against a tree, and kind of slumps down into a seated position. It's been a fucking couple weeks, guys.
Yeah. I would say it has been for us too, but most of what we've experienced lately is just riding along some carriages.
Boy, that works on 2 levels.
It's been fun.
A couple of fucking weeks.
Well,
Do you want to talk about the fact that your buddies tried to steal from us?
What?
yeah, we never really. Well, he kind of got into it with me and Leonidas.
Yeah. Can we just talk about how the whole plan just failed? We never talked about that. We never had a conversation after that.
Failed plan? What?
Like, we did it.
To catch you up, all your little bits and bobs that we were supposed to be delivering almost got stolen by what are you called?
Hidden
The
daggers.
hidden daggers.
Oh, fuck. Those are big boys.
Yeah, I thought that
You
would
run
be-
with the hidden dagger? What the fuck? And he goes to take a sword out.
Hey.
No, it's not like that.
Okay.
used to,
Oh,
but they did try to steal the things. And I feel like that's information you need to be aware of.
I just
what happened?
because you're Sandira's brother. I'll just fill you in. This arm is my gift of picking the wrong pocket a while back, and Well, no one willingly signs up for the hidden daggers.
Right.
And
I've read about that.
so I had a debt to pay, to forcibly pay. And I joined the Vishtari for a few reasons, mostly to...
Sorry, are you all Vishtari?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations. Did y'all do the same one as Sandy?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's actually how we met.
Okay, cool. Well, congratulations. Sorry, continue.
Either way, I don't want to be a part of that group anymore, and I'm looking for my sister as well. And that was the biggest reason why I wanted to make sure these supplies got here, because...
Were y'all like separated at birth or something?
No, her name is Psionica, and
Okay.
from the information I've gathered, she stepped through one of the portals created by the research team, if I have that correctly.
Well, there's a scientific team in Thistleheim proper that was originally working on kind of the same product that we've got here, but it was to potentially open portals to other planes of existence, other realms.
But she...
Kind of the same.
Yeah, she stepped through a portal that led to the Shadowfell.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, sticking around and learning about this stuff, maybe I can find my way back to her and bring her back.
You had any luck so far?
Well, when things went sideways with the caravan attack, some portals opened up, hence how the giant came through, but another opened up, and I briefly saw her for a moment.
Oh. And you're sure she's in the Shadowfell?
That's kind of what it looked like. Pender had been investigating on the situation, and he was able to help me divulge that.
Okay. Well, we can look into it. Unfortunately, the portal's kind of back in Thistleheim, but we can definitely... I mean, when we get back, if the giants haven't ripped it to shreds...
But, 2 members of the Hidden Daggers had infiltrated our caravan and made contact with me about stealing some supplies. The Hidden Daggers want access to building their own portals. I'm not sure to where or for what reason. Maybe somehow to build their body count or to obtain weapons. I know that they've been trying to get their hands on unicorn weapons and instruments.
And he reaches back behind Sandirus's back and grabs the staff. And he goes, unicorn weapons. So if they're going somewhere to look for those, then they're going to here. They're going to the wild.
Right.
And he takes it and he starts spinning it. And he goes, but interesting thing about unicorn weapons is usually the unicorn and the wielder have some kind of deal. So, and you notice like he's like running through movements with the staff and
Messing with it.
yeah, you see like he knows his way around the weaponry, and you notice it doesn't crackle with orange light or anything. There's none of the magic in it that Sandira has. And he goes, if you're not one of those members, then if you haven't gotten into an agreement with a unicorn, and he takes it and flips it and spins it and puts it back in however it's attached to Sandirus's back and goes, it doesn't really do anything for you. It's just another weapon. So if
The leader, Crookjaw, actually has one already. And it's a dagger-like cleaver blade.
they still have to find some way to make a deal with the unicorns.
Well, if my experience is worth anything, the unicorns aren't in the best place themselves. And, you know, their biggest thing right now is just encouraging others to become stronger so that kind of a help us, help them sort of thing.
Solar panels.
Mm-hmm. Basically becoming solar panels for their power. And what is so curious to me is that I don't know if a unicorn would align itself with an inherent evil to accomplish that. So it does make me wonder if his...
Is there a way to force a unicorn into a contract?
He looks with his eyes big and just, you can tell
Has
him,
it ever been heard
you
of?
can see him going through like the possibilities of it, and he's like, I mean, I guess that's,
If they're desperate enough to want to stay alive and regain their power.
and I don't want to live in a world where this could happen, but I could imagine someone capturing a unicorn and kind of forcing it into a contract. And
Interesting. That makes me wonder if their waning power has anything to do with a situation just like that.
I don't know.
Waning, sorry.
Dwaning. The power is dwaning.
The power waning from them.
Anyways, thwarting those guys from stealing those supplies didn't go as quite as planned, and that's why there wasn't as much as there was intended to be.
Just speaking of not going to plan, you saw the Shadowfell. You saw here ish. What did you see?
I got bitsy. That's all.
Actually, I seen 2 portals.
I seen too.
Enlighten?
And I pull out the Black Raven dagger, and I go, this fell through the portal.
And really, my portal saw the Isle of Beginnings. I didn't
This is
see.
what I meant, yeah, that's
I
what I
didn't
meant.
see the the Feywild.
And I saw my god. So,
What? You saw your god? Like, oh.
yeah.
Yeah,
This is
what,
like the second time now in the last month.
yeah. What's this mean, book boy?
That, oh my god. That,
In a panther.
well,
I saw the panther, so like that was great.
that makes sense with Kellamvor.
Yeah.
You know, the lore and the legend on him with
Yeah.
the big curse
Curse.
they put on him. I guess that makes,
Look, whatever was on the other side of that portal that dropped this dagger, it was anticipating
Can
this.
I roll the religion check on the dagger?
yeah.
This
Yeah.
somehow it knew this portal was gonna open.
It's a natural 20.
The hand reached through and gently dropped it at my feet.
It also makes me curious. I'm gonna insert this real quick before you get started. It also makes me curious if the portals kind of showed us what we wanted to see, because our experiences were so unique. Like, you got a companion, you saw your sister, and your quest to find a weapon strong enough to make sure that you're defended. Like, I don't mean to pry too much, but being in a defense and surviving has been such a big thing for you. And you, for example, your connection with your god, and you're wanting to, maybe you wanted to see some kind of solidification in that, something like, and I wanted to see that my family was okay because I had just gotten the news of what we're really sending.
Or we're being messed with.
That's also true.
Because that looks like some Raven Queen shit. You said something just dropped it into your lap?
Yeah, intentionally. It looked intentional.
I'm just looking at Tyrion like,
Um,
I'm not an official researcher by any means, but I think the dots are connecting.
Or maybe he just got a weapon.
And I don't like it. Have you ever contacted the Raven Queen before?
No, I've never had a relation with the Raven Queen because it seems like they've abandoned pretty much me and my sister. So why would I want anything to do with anyone who's abandoned us?
On the same side, changelings, we tend to communicate with the traveler. I don't speak to him. Mm-hmm. That's weird. The spider is now becoming weird.
If we abandon her, why would she want to help me?
That's why it's weird. Your thing just saved a whole shit ton of people. That's weird.
as you guys are talking, as Echo is kind of laying these things out to you guys, you notice something changing in Echo. You notice her eyes, or excuse me, their eyes begin to kind of sink in a little bit, and the pupils begin to enlarge as they become this piercing yellow with a black slit down the bottom. And you notice it looks very
Echo?
similar to a cat's eyes.
Echo,
No, it's weird. And the fact that none of you seem to think it is weird
You don't notice
is
it at all.
amazingly frustrating.
Your eyes are doing
We're not
something
stupid.
weird.
We have all just passed these
Nah,
Vishtari tests.
let them cook.
And their nose begins to start elongating just a smidge.
Echo.
And it's no. You are on some great, amazing quest that we are now being given mysterious
teeth
tidbits
sharpened.
of.
I think
You're over here
should-
trying to
I pull out my scimitar and show
whatever
her
you can.
I show them
and now
their
there's
own
a
reflection.
spider.
Look at your reflection.
And you see that you have...
Yeah, there's like a whole it's like the record. It's like the record scratch.
And you see Tyrion is just fucking writing notes down. He's like...
Write it down.
And I'm just kind of holding up the blade. And
You okay, honey?
He goes... You are...
Cursed.
That's a way to look at it. I would say very connected to Kellamvor.
I thought that's just what your people did. What?
fam, you good?
This is new. As far as I know, we can only do it from things that we've seen. I've only done this without meaning to once.
You see as they kind of realize what's going on, the features start to retreat.
Yeah, the thing in the tent might have something to do with this.
I'm still deathly curious on what the 20 religion check got her on.
I
Got
think
them
it
on
was
the
that.
blade.
It was a lot of that.
Okay.
I think it
a
was
lot of
that.
Castiel, as you are there kind of showing the dagger to everyone, it dissipates into a black smoke and is gone.
Where did it?
I
Where
know
did
it's
it-
like watching their mouths
It's
right
back
now.
in your hand. And you see now that it's got some blood on it.
You're sharing it with somebody. Is that what,
What?
that means?
Repeat that. Repeat it again.
It's
I touched the blood on it.
why are you doing that?
Okay. It's fresh.
Well, I'm
It's
not
red.
cut.
It's goopy.
So who's connected to you? What?
I drop it.
Okay.
I go, what's going on here?
What do you still have your bird existing, or
Is it in the dagger?
have you not called it for a while?
No, I haven't called it since
Okay,
that first
cool.
time. I haven't
all I
had
need to know.
time to sit
No,
down
that's
with
cool.
it.
That's all I need to know.
I pick it back up with like 2 fingers and just spinning it around and looking at it.
Poof, gone. Poof, it comes back. There's more blood.
Don't look at me. Apparently, I can't have hypothesis without something happening.
Might wanna
What's
clean
going
that.
on?
This is new to me, brother.
Let's see how much blood comes back on it.
Write a note. Tie it to the dagger.
Paper,
Yeah.
ink,
You've got that.
On me? I was just writing notes. You're right.
As a cleric. Yeah, you would. Yeah, you're writing notes.
who are you? Just write that.
Oh, all right. Here you go.
Yeah,
And I take some twine or something and just wrap it around it, and I just...
It sits there with twine tied around it.
I would leave that there.
Maybe you'll get a note back.
Worst case scenario, it never happens again. Actually, worst case scenario, it goes away again. Best case scenario, it stays right there for the rest of eternity.
But whose blood?
It doesn't matter.
You know, now that we're all having these cool connections, I wonder if I can even still get power from my my little pole from.
Grab it. Touch it.
Grab the end of it.
It ignites.
No, I'm still cool.
Yeah. You.
Leave my spider alone. Bitsy is doing great. She's been so nice to you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is Bitsy still like freaking the fuck out?
I don't think freaking the fuck out is the best word. It's just
jittery.
antsy.
Yeah.
It's a little jitter to
Little
it.
bounce. She usually dances, but I think the battle did wear her out. But since I have had her, she's been wonderful. Really. You've all seen her. She hasn't done anything.
What was that?
That
was
spider
that?
is marked with the
Whoa.
sign of Loth.
When I looked into the spider's eyes, the most pure form of chaos for just a brief moment overtook my thoughts, my feelings, my intentions, instincts, and then it seemed like once that kind of ran its course, I
Roll me a wisdom saving throw real quick.
was back to normal.
Sandira.
12.
Okay, just thinking back to it, as he's recollecting just the pure chaos and insanity that he saw, for a flash, he's all 4 seasons at once.
So Georgia.
He kind of hunches over as he's talking. He completely calm, but then he's back to normal.
Did you see that? Did
Did I see what?
Yeah, it's right in front of you. This is what you look like.
Oh, haha. And I look over at Tyrion.
Echo's standing the exact same way. Did this happen?
What is wrong with you guys?
I don't know.
What happened?
Echo's back.
Happened?
Let's be real. We weren't the ones messing with portals and stuff, and ever since these portals happened...
To clarify, that is now not 1, not 2, but 3 gods now. 3 of them. And then whatever your unicorn is going to be classified as. Okay?
Yeah.
That gave you a vision that just saved all of these people.
The only thing I can say is that I know in my heart that...
He's great.
My unicorn's helping me.
I know that. But this...
Hey, my spider loves me.
Echo's not including themselves into this. These two, that's concerning.
Hey.
There was one other thing, and I'll hold the dagger out, and I'll try to summon the raven.
Cool. You hear from behind you as it flies in and lands on your shoulder.
It's a horrid sound.
Echo's just pointing, and it's a violent, aggressive point.
This is some kind of familiar that's attached to me.
It hops on your shoulder to the left and then to the right, and then it leans into your head and kind of lays up against you. It looks really cute.
Aww. Wait, no.
No!
I give it a little nuzzle on the chest.
See, our animals love us. There's nothing wrong.
And you see your raven's eyes, they change and they're full white for a moment. Your eyes change and they're full white.
Castiel?
And you, for a moment, are seeing everybody, but you're seeing them and you're looking down and you're looking down at your shoulder. This isn't where your head goes.
Cass?
I try to speak. Yeah.
And you see Castiel's body go, bird! And you see Castiel's body jump to the left and jump to the right.
Bird?
No. What's going on? Guys, what do I do?
We
They
can't.
grab him by the shoulder. You okay?
Biter.
You notice something else. As you're kind of looking into the darkness of this night, you see these bluish black wisps of smoke that look like they're leading towards something. It's going away from the camp, but it looks like it's leading you towards something.
Does it look like it's fading or anything?
No. It seems pretty strong, consistent, but then you switch sights. And now you've unlocked the ability of being able to see through your bird. You basically switch bodies with your bird for a moment.
Castiel?
Yeah?
Bird?
No?
Bird.
Oh.
Echo starts reaching for the knife. Can I? I'm gonna. Let me hold it. Just let me hold it. Let me see it. Nothing happens, I'm assuming.
So, when you hold it,
Yeah, when I hold the dagger.
poof, it's gone.
What did you do?
I don't know. I don't wield daggers.
That's classic dagger move. They just poof. Poof. It's back in Castiel's hand. The letter is gone, though.
Cool. That happened. Staff.
Nothing happens.
Nothing
with staff.
happens.
Yep.
Cool. Fantastic. Spider.
I could see through its eyes.
Just put it. Look, hands down, just put it. I can't even grab it. Just put it.
I'll let Bitsy decide if
Fantastic.
if she
We can do
wants
that.
to,
That's fine.
Just make a little bridge with her hand.
Yeah. Palm down and everything. Echo can't hurt the spider.
Ooh. Bitsy's a little scared right now.
What did you do to my spider?
Can I roll animal handling?
Yeah.
Your little manic conspiracy right now. It's a
Yeah,
little spook.
yeah, Echo's having a
You
moment.
spooked the spider.
That is a 17.
Okay. As you kind of pull back a little bit, the spider begins to calm down.
You just come here.
She looks back over it. She looks at Aranea and she gives you a little tap on your hand like, it's okay.
I'm not going to hurt your spider.
Okay.
I'm not going to hurt the
Just
spider. Fantastic. Love this. Okay, cool.
Careful.
Yeah, I'm being about as careful as I can right now, but at this point,
She loves
we need to
people.
figure out what's going on.
Look,
And if that thing vanished and nothing happened and nothing seems to happen consistently with yours, but something happened with this, we need to figure out.
There's more blood on the dagger, by the way.
Yeah, I imagine there is. Do you do anything?
She waves and she dances.
Yeah.
The spider looks at you.
Look at the underside of it.
There's a little loth marking on the butt.
Yeah.
She doesn't do anything special. She's just cute.
Just a spider. Fantastic.
Cute little girl.
There's something wrong with you. I don't know what it is, but we're going to figure that out.
Maybe there's something. Maybe it's something wrong with the three of you, and I'm
not doing this.
Huh?
You look at it.
No, I don't want to look at it.
I have looked at it.
Fantastic. So that's one of three.
Maybe that's something about you. It's like,
you can take that back now.
I'm too. Maybe I'm just so nice and wonderful that everything is hurting me.
You want to do?
No. Put bits.
Tyrion goes, ha! Sorry, what?
Put Bitsy away. Hey, what was that?
Nothing, dude.
Is the raven still there?
Did you tell him to go away?
No. I don't know what happened, but I could see through the raven's eyes.
That's pretty cool.
And he does a little 360 hop around your shoulder. He's like,
He's really cute.
But I could see something that I can't see now.
Yeah.
Like
It was like this bluish purple smoky trail. It looked like a trail that should be followed or could be
it's
followed.
unfortunate for all of you that Echo has entered manic mode. Do it again.
bird.
Do it again.
Bird.
I make eye contact with the bird and
Say bird up. No, I'm kidding.
and I just
By the power of
kind of
Grayskull.
empty my mind, and I don't know. I just try to see if if I can feel some kind of connection.
Aw. Does that mean anything? Can you understand that?
roll a d20. I realized you didn't speak crow for a second.
It's just a 2.
Fuck.
You feel like there might be something there, but it feels weak. It feels like there's only so many times you could probably do it.
I keep looking at the bird. Can you see the bluish purple smoke? One honk for yes, 2 honks for no.
We follow the bird.
Okay,
Follow the bird.
Can you lead the way?
1 honk yes, 2 honks no.
Okay.
I trust the bird.
I'll follow you.
The bird kind of nuzzles into you for a second,
I give it a little.
and then it leans down and pecks one of your wounds from the earlier giant fight.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
I think it's telling us to rest.
And then the bird flies into his wound.
Oh God. Oh. Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you didn't do it. It's the bird. We'll get along.
I think,
The bird nuzzles into your foot.
I think we should go.
The bird is cuter than the spider. I'm gonna say it
Everything
right now.
cute hurts me.
What are we gonna?
Can I pick him up? Does just like a outstretched hand?
Yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say, Echo?
My thing has to be figured out on my own. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Tyrion looks at you guys and goes, "Hey, I know you guys are kind of on a move right now, but we still got a whole camp of people that are.
Then move them to the briar patch. Move them to the
right.
village.
Maybe we can, but we gotta go. We gotta go have words with them. We gotta go.
Is the orgy still going on?
I don't know. It's been a while. I assume it probably is.
I want to do a smell check. See if I can smell the orgy still happening.
The smell of sex is in the air here, which means it's probably not wherever it was at this point. Tyrion goes, I've got to go back to everyone. If you guys want to keep doing what you're doing, that's fine. But I think you guys should at least talk to Davy and Glasses and make sure it's okay to just
I want to talk
run
to
around
Davy.
before they let the briar patch know anything.
Yeah, I think
That's a great idea.
That's a fair point.
it might be a good idea for us to turn in for the night and
I'm
rest.
pretty good at this leadership thing.
Yeah, you are. You're actually doing really great.
Ah, shit.
Let's head back to camp. Let's rest for the night, and we'll talk to Davy and Glasses before we leave. Well, before we lay down and get a plan for tomorrow.
All right, I like it.
So we head on back to the camp,
You get back to the camp.
and I look at
Orgy
the
is over.
You see bodies laying across the ground.
Are they naked?
Yeah,
Oh,
fluid everywhere.
Echo's going to the tent.
no. We have to talk.
You see Davy.
I volunteered to talk. You guys can.
You see Davy kind of laying there. You see him. He pulls out this big ass bottle of water and just starts pouring it in his mouth. And Glasses is sitting over there, just kind of.
Hey, Glasses.
Hey guys.
So are we all accounted for? Everything's good.
Filed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're good.
That's good. So we're wondering if it would be too much of an issue for us to kind of wander around town or something tomorrow.
Town is a strong word to describe the Briar Patch. Our burrow is kind of like a town, but it's all underground.
Is there any way, perhaps, because there have become some circumstances that we've just been made aware of, that the researchers could possibly stay at the burrow until they find a way back to our plane?
Well, while my little diplomatic advisor over here was doing his work, I believe they talked about moving this party to his place, I believe is how they referred to it.
Was that in a...
that is in the burrow, but yeah, well, maybe tomorrow we can get everybody moving. I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
I got in there, I did my thing, and I got out. I'm not necessarily...
No one shames you for that.
I don't revel in it. I gotta.
Right, no,
But
absolutely.
some of the things that some of those people did, and Davey...
Do you need a hug?
Would you like a hug?
Would you like a hug?
I could use a hug.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like bend down like one knee. It's okay.
He gives you guys a hug and goes, it's never been like that before. And you notice
no
like
aftercare.
you
Poor
notice
got
like
no aftercare.
you notice a lot of these people are fucking out. Like they're gone.
What
Like
is
they're
wrong
asleep.
with your researchers, Sandira? Look at what they did.
I go glasses. I wanted to apologize for earlier. Where we just came from, defense was on high, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. I understand.
I come from a place where I sleep with one eye open, and that wasn't right of me to judge you like that, and I apologize.
You're fair.
That's
okay.
something I'm still working on.
I know that it can be a lot at first for some people, and that's my bad. I got real serious too. What were you guys in defensive mode from? Were y'all running here?
Yeah,
I didn't really get to talk to any of the people. They were just kind of screaming and moaning.
The encampment was under attack by giants.
Lots of them.
There was
So this is more of a refuge.
one of them I was talking to, and they were like, we were attacked by, and then all I heard was, and I couldn't get a sentence in. The problem is I don't know if I didn't like it or not.
What we need then now is permission, diplomatic permission, since we need that, to explore the wilds just a bit.
So they're expecting us to be back by tomorrow, and we can probably get everybody there tomorrow and kind of fill them in. Are you guys not planning on coming to the burrow with us?
We have things to do.
If you haven't been to some place before in the wilds and you go out kind of on your own, I'm just letting you know you're going to have a hard time finding that place.
Well, then we should probably
go to the burrow.
We'll go to the burrows first and then try and follow that smoke signal. Follow that thing tomorrow.
Smoke signal?
That thing
It's a code word.
for
I smelled some berries in the
Roll
woods.
a deception.
Crit fail.
He looks at you and goes, no, that doesn't seem right.
You're right.
You definitely said smoke signal, and
I'm so tired. I'm turning in for the night. And I just walk away. I can do that.
he's been through so much.
In terms of honesty, I'm having issues with my religious connection,
Okay.
and that's very stressful for me.
Right.
And quite frankly, whatever signal or trail that we have found to follow may fix that. Because I don't particularly enjoy not knowing what's going on.
I can promise
Okay.
that we won't bring any harm to anything around us.
I mean,
Only
you guys,
in utterly defensive.
Echo told the truth.
Yeah, what they said.
Echo's
you
not
got-
lying.
I mean, you guys seem pretty straightforward, except for that one guy who totally lied to my face and then walked away and thought that would be okay.
Just being completely, there's just a couple of things we wanted to explore, check out.
That's fine. And I honestly, I'd feel a lot better about it if you guys went ahead and came to the burrow and
Of course.
just kind of stocked up before you go. Because the wilds, they're a very different place than you're used to, I'm sure. Considering you guys don't have giant hump orgies. Well, I don't know. I think you
I do
guys
not.
do. in some places, because there was definitely an experienced group of individuals there. But
There's some pay-to-play places.
But that's not here or there. I think you guys would be safer there, and it'll give you time to properly prepare. And Davey looks up at you guys and goes, "Round 2, anyone?"
No.
All right. And he lays back down and just continues drinking water. Thanks, love. That's 107 for Davey.
How many research? Like,
That's not how many researchers are here right now, you're realizing.
That's how many
This
orgies.
is body count.
is it body count or orgy count?
Maybe it's the times he busted
knows?
that day.
Who knows?
Because he's a rabbit.
He's
Does D
impressive.
go by he or they?
Huh?
He or they?
Davey's a he,
Okay.
but he's down for all.
Gotcha.
He's got cum in his fur. He's got some squirt here and there. He's a nasty motherfucker.
We should
You
go.
got a little something.
He scoops it out and shoves his hand in
I
it.
think he can figure it
No,
out.
no. Echo's going to the tent. Echo's going to the tent. Echo's done.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go set
Everyone,
up
we
my
can all fit
refurbished
into the
tent.
one tent.
We can. I'm gonna just go in there and I'm gonna find a little corner.
Castiel, come snuggle.
Cool.
Come snuggle in the tent. It's a 4-person tent tonight.
Okay.
We are all uncomfortable.
It's a 1-person tent, but we're making a 4-person
we go?
tent.
Yeah, like Echo's like
Echo's
what?
little.
Fucking 4'11".
Yeah.
Ish.
You see Glasses kind of kicks Davey and is like, "All right, you need to get up and we gotta be nice." And he's like, "All right." And Glasses opens up a bag and you see Davey and him reaching into it, and there's little blankets and pillows,
Aw.
and they tuck everybody in after a good fuck. After a good fuck,
Fantastic
everyone's tucked in.
aftercare. What wonderful customs they have.
They got the little old fucking tuck, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, and then they kind of set up a tiny tent beside everybody else and go to bed.
I'll probably spend about an hour or so. I'll detach my arm and just start cleaning any kind of like debris or anything out of it. Just the usual maintenance.
no
just
problem.
because it took a couple of hits from those boulders.
As you're going to clean it, you're kind of like scrunched in to this
I'll
tent.
sit outside the
You want the
tent.
other hand? You want the other arm that's in the bag of holding, so you still have 2 hands to work?
That one doesn't have a hand.
Yes, it does. The knife comes out of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I get that arm? I just need to do some maintenance
Echo
on
like
this one.
basically just throws the bag of holding at you as they start to like settle into like that
And I'll
meditation
reach in
pose.
and I'll pop this arm off, put this one on, and go to
That's
clean.
weird. That's weird to think about, that you're working on one of your arms while you have another different arm that you put on.
Yeah,
You're
that's
welcome.
crazy.
Maybe you need a working
Echo
arm.
is now the mom
I'm taking
friend.
that as a note for Doc.
And so I'll just go to cleaning. I probably have like a little cleaning
Like with
kit. It's
tools
like
and
little picks and bristles and stuff to
Yeah.
help clean out
Make
the
it
crevices.
Shiny.
Oh,
Put some fresh grease in there.
You get in those crevices. Davey somewhere goes,
Echo is probably like through the connection to Kalambor sending the most demandingly irritated, just demanding in general. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not ignored this time. Sense of energy, like the what the hell was that? What do you want me to roll? Because
religion.
Echo is irritated.
religion for sure.
That is a 23.
You're doing that in kind of your prayers, right?
Yeah.
You hear nothing at first.
It's insistent. It's like a child banging
But-
on the door.
As you get to the point to where you're just so exhausted, you just kind of fall asleep. Mm-hmm. You get back to that campfire, and you see that man, and he looks up at you, and he smiles, and he shows you a scale, and he pushes it down one way, and then he pushes it down the other way, and then he lets it bounce back out, and he smiles at you again, and waves you away. He just waves, and all of a sudden, poof, you're gone. By the time you have woken up, it's morning again.
I was gonna say while I was
Yeah, you guys can do your night stuff.
detailing my arm and everything, I'll set up on I guess like a little crate or a stump, whatever I can find. I'll keep the dagger right there in front of me, just in my periphery, to see if it does anything else throughout the night.
Roll a d20.
14.
It disappears for a moment.
I stop what I'm doing. I don't budge at all.
It teleports back. There is a note wrapped in twine on the handle.
I'll unwrap the twine and open up the note.
You read it and it says, "A servant of the queen."
Woo!
Fantastic.
Is anyone up and about still?
I'm sure Echo's like fitfully asleep.
I won't stir anyone, but I'll get out some paper and ink and I'll write on there, "What is your name? Do you know who I am?" And then I'll wrap it to the handle.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind. You might want to write that down.
Yeah.
It might be a while before it teleports again. Yeah. It might be right now. As you go to sign on it, it teleports away.
But
what about your bird? Did you dismiss it?
As long as they want to stick around, he can.
You notice?
Hang out on
He's
my
just
shoulder.
Chilling.
I want him around forever.
Kind of enjoying the not being alone part while I'm doing this.
Yeah. He picks up some tools for you here and there that he sees you're going to reach for.
Mine.
No, he hands them to you. He's just helping you.
Thank you.
I just imagine a dog playing
And
Carway.
I'll give him a little nuzzle again with my finger. And
What about Sandira and Aranea for the night before they go to bed?
He's thinking back to Crookjaw and wondering if he's truly able to wield a unicorn weapon, or if it's a unicorn weapon that he can't like attune to properly.
Right.
So I, of course, before I go to sleep, like I do every night, meditate and kind of. I do like to. I want to communicate with the unicorn, but also like him acting as a signal, like, "Here's some power, dude."
You get static, like an old TV that doesn't have any signal. It just and over the top of it, just barely you hear, "I can't reach you. Be careful.
Okay.
Send power I can."
It's only getting worse there. Okay. And I just stop. Oh, you gotta stay strong, bud. We need each other now more than ever.
Aranea, what you doing?
Aranea is playing with Bitsy, like letting Bitsy crawl all over, but at the same time talking to Bitsy. Is like, if you are a present from the queen, who I have not heard of, do you do anything? You're cute. But is there anything else that you can do for me? And just playing with Bitsy. You're just like, just talking to her. It's like,
Roll a d20.
D20. Fuck, where the fuck did my D20 go? Hello?
Where the fuck? Where the fuck is this shit? Sugar water. More.
14.
More.
14?
14.
Okay. You see Bitsy looks at you and a flash of red goes through their eyes. And you see their body begin to vibrate back and forth very fast.
Oh, no.
And then you see them start to split. And all of a sudden, in front of you, there are two Bitsies.
To stay? Now I have now two. Bitsy, Itsy, Bitsy.
Is one of them smaller than the other?
No.
This is wonderful. Do I tell anybody about this? I want to keep these in my
I love that every single person, once something happens to them, goes, "Should I say anything to anybody?"
And Echo's like, we'll just communicate. We can connect the dots.
I wasn't going to wake anyone about the dagger, but yeah, the next morning.
You do notice on the butt of the spider, where the marking of Loth is, there's pieces of it that are on one of them and pieces of it that are on another one.
Well, isn't this just interesting? I am excited. Especially excited to hear more from this so-called Spider Queen. And she gives both of them a little kiss on their tiny little heads and then tucks in for the night. Can't wait to show everybody in the morning.
One of them on either side of where your neck meets your shoulder snuggles in.
Aw, two little snuggle buddies.
And the night happens.
Can't believe y'all made Echo go manic.
And you guys wake up the next day.
Rise and shine.
Echo is pissed. I'm so sorry for everybody, but Echo is in a piss poor mood now.
Well, you're about to get even more pissed. Echo. Echo.
What?
Look. She pulls out one.
Uh-huh.
And now look.
They're dancing.
Doing the little crab dance from the meme.
Are Sandir and Castiel awake?
Yeah, I'm awake. I'm waking up.
Okay, are you still in the tent with everybody?
Yeah.
Where are you?
In the tent.
Yeah, Echo has grabbed both of them by like their shoulders and yanked them up into sitting position. There's two!
What?
There's two of them!
Have like 2 daggers drawn?
Oh no.
Please
There's 2 of them.
Don't do that.
I don't care, look.
What? Why is there 2?
Well, Bitsy, we were just we were just talking, and then she made another. So this one is Bitsy, and then this one's Itsy. Look at the little butt
How many?
things.
Am I?
No, there's 2 of them.
Okay.
Are you too tired?
No, dude, there's 2 dudes.
Fantastic. Well, since we're sharing, I pull out a little piece of paper. They wrote back.
Oh, what did they
And what did
say?
it say?
It says, well, I wrote, who are you?
I remember I was there.
Tyrion wrote, "Who are you?"
Tyrion wrote, who are you? And they replied back, servant of the Raven Queen.
And you?
Oh, I tried contacting my unicorn last night, and most of what I got was static. Mm-hmm. So that's concerning. Mm-hmm. And I'm a little worried.
Yeah, because all I saw was smugness and a scale tilting.
Oh, well, it's a smile,
Is the
right?
scale tilting a bad thing?
At about this point, Davey comes and opens y'all's tent and goes, "All right, rise and shine, y'all." And he's got his armor back on and everything.
Okay, good.
And he looks at you and goes, we're about to start making our way out. If you guys wanted to go ahead and start getting ready. Sorry, that's a bit of cum.
Okay.
Is it?
That or like spit.
Oh,
All right.
Hopefully not mine, if you know what I'm saying.
Probably your mom's. And with that echoes out the tent.
I'm so sorry that they said that to you.
I let them use my tent. I just keep talking about my mom fucking and putting all my stuff. I can't hate this family.
We've got food at home.
At this point, Tyrion also comes to the tent and he's like, "I sent Davey to come and wake you guys up. I'm assuming everything's good."
Sent Davey to come.
You sent Davey to come.
I don't think he needs any help with that. But yes, we're good. I'm assuming so. Having a little trouble contacting the unicorn.
Echo like 20 feet away from the tent. Show him the spiders!
Oh, there are. This is Itsy and this is Bitsy.
Oh, okay.
Two for one deal.
They don't seem bad. The marking is different on both of them.
I saw that too. I just thought that it was. Maybe they're just sharing things.
I don't know. Maybe. That's weird. Okay. You see the group is kind of getting together. You see, Cinder, you see your mom come up. She's using a stick to kind of walk.
Hey, Mom.
She looks at you and she goes, hey, I hurt my leg going through the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll be okay. I'm a big girl. Anyway, are you coming with us to the burrow?
Yes, we're coming to the burrow, and then
Someone's coming.
Can I talk to my mom?
Tyrion told me that he told you about your father.
Yes.
I know he told you something was wrong, but I can't stress it enough. Your father he wasn't himself anymore. Something happened at some point while we were here.
There's no telling. I intend to find out.
Just don't hate him yet.
Well, no, but I mean, there's got to be a discussion. There's got to be something. He put you and Tyrion and all of these people in danger.
But it just doesn't make sense that he would do that, does it?
That's where my concern is. I have to find out why, and if it's not really him, then I need to find out who or what. I won't hold anything against him until I find out for sure what's going on.
Your mom smiles at you, and she takes one of her hands and she rubs it against your face, and she goes, "You've really grown up into a very strong man, and I couldn't be more proud." And your mom looks clean. She looks cleaned up.
Thanks, Mom. I'm doing my best. you know? Something in me these past, I don't know, couple months, I want to be something. I want to find something that's meaningful to me. And, you know, maybe being here with you guys is kind of what I've been looking for this whole time. Maybe not in the same context, you know, I never had the...
You were plenty capable.
I need to go my own way, and maybe needing to do that can bring you guys some help, some solace in this. So whatever happens, I'm going to try my best to bring Dad back home, I suppose.
Thank you. And she gives you a hug.
I'll hug her back.
Okay. And you guys go out and you see that the caravan has started to...
Not another caravan.
Well, it's just one cart. And you guys begin to start heading towards the burrow.
Plot twist, this entire campaign is nothing but caravan after caravan after caravan after caravan after caravan.
Hey there, it's Tyler, your friendly neighborhood Sandira, aka the prettiest one in the party. I want to thank everyone for listening to Legends in Training, and I hope you all really enjoyed this episode. It was a bit longer than what we typically shoot for, but there was a lot to set up here. Going forward, there's going to be some new and interesting twists that we're going to try out for this show that I think you all will really enjoy. So you'll definitely want to check out episode 5 when it goes live on Friday, August 25th. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at RWeLegend for updates and other things that we have going on, such as the D&D one-shot we did over on my Twitch channel a couple weeks ago. If you don't want to miss out on other types of content between episodes, again, follow us on Twitter at RWeLegend as well as Instagram under the same username. It would mean a lot if you liked, followed, and or subscribed to the podcast wherever you happen to be listening, as this helps with our visibility across various sites. Be sure to tune in next time where we find out just how welcoming the wilds are to the Vishtari. What awaits them in the burrows? Do loose lips sink ships? And are those orgies as common as Davy and Glasses say? Find out next time on Legends in Training.